Niobe is one of the few classic Matrix characters returning in Matrix 4, the captain of the Lagos 1 and 2, and is one of the strongest red pills. In our previous video, we discussed the sacrifice Ghost unknowingly made to help fulfill the Oracle's plan. The Oracle eliminated all hope of Ghost and Trinity being together, so that the young woman would fall in love with the One and break the Matrix cycle. Yet they were not the only couple she interfered in. Niobe and Morpheus were also victims of the fortune teller. Let's find out how, and how it could connect to Matrix 4. Welcome to Matrix Explained.
Welcome to the desert of the real.
To understand what happened between Niobe and Morpheus, we must go back to a time when both were young red pills. In Matrix Reloaded, Niobe offers Morpheus a dance and reminisces him being a good dancer.
I remember you used to dance. I remember you were pretty good.
It's clear they still have feelings for one another, but certain circumstances prevent them from getting back together. Niobe is with Locke, and Morpheus is following the Oracle. As Morpheus said, some things have changed. In Enter the Matrix, Ghost goes missing, and only Persephone has information about where he could be. Niobe goes to her for that information. Persephone will gladly give her the information that she seeks, but only if she kisses her. Just like with Ghost and Neo, Persephone forces Niobe to kiss her so that she could sample love.
Your lover is a man. What's his name?
Jason.
No, it's not. But I'll bet Jason knows.
This scene confirms that although Niobe is with Locke, he is not the one whom she loves. The one that she loves is Morpheus, and Persephone reminds her of that. But then what impeded Morpheus and Niobe's relationship? Trinity shed some light on that mystery.
Captain Niobe?
She used to be with Morpheus. Now she's with Locke.
What happened?
Morpheus went to the Oracle. After that, everything changed.
Yeah, she can do that.
So the Oracle was behind Niobe and Morpheus's breakup. But what exactly did the fortune teller tell Morpheus that caused the separation? The prophecy that changed Morpheus's life.
When the Matrix was first built, there was a man born inside who had the ability to change whatever he wanted, to remake the Matrix as he saw fit. After he died, the Oracle prophesied his return, and that his coming would hail the destruction of the Matrix, end the war.
Morpheus became an evangelist of the Oracle's prophecies, a blind believer who never asked questions. This turned him into a radical, a fanatic of the religion fabricated by the Oracle. Niobe didn't share Morpheus's beliefs. She's a skeptic by nature. She never could believe in the prophecy.
I can't help it, Morpheus. I can't help thinking, what if you're wrong? What if all this, the prophecy, everything is bullshit?
Niobe is the only one who doubted the plan to get Neo to the source. But Morpheus did not waver. He was convinced that they were going to succeed. Idealism is what ended their relationship. Morpheus was a zealot, and Niobe was a pessimist. In the original script of The Matrix, there was a character named Eddie, a red pill that Morpheus thought was the One. In the original story, it was going to be revealed that Morpheus thought that he had found the One 5 times before finding Neo. Those 5 all inevitably died at the hands of the agents, or Morpheus. Morpheus killed Eddie after he was caught in the Matrix by the agents. His radical actions caused Cypher to doubt him and eventually hate him and the so-called prophecy of the One. Similar behavior is what caused Niobe to leave Morpheus, deeming him irrational and for repeatedly putting the lives of other red pills at risk. Niobe tried to make a new life with Locke, but she couldn't stop loving Morpheus. She loved the man, but hated his beliefs. Ironically, she would eventually follow the one who installed those beliefs, the Oracle. Back to Enter the Matrix, Niobe asks the Oracle many serious questions, such as why she changed her shell, or how she can prevent the end of the world. And the last thing the Oracle tells her is her favorite proverb.
There's an old Chinese proverb I've always liked. The heart never speaks, but you must listen to it to know. You'll know, Niobe. You always do.
What the Oracle is telling Niobe is that she has to follow what she feels in her heart, not in her mind. Remember that in our previous video, we talked about how the Oracle weaponized love and used it against the Architect. For the Oracle's plan to work, she needed Niobe to renounce logic and follow her feelings for Morpheus. Niobe eventually reaches the point of no return. She must decide whether to help Neo or not, to follow her heart or her logic. Neo requests a ship to go to Machine City, and Niobe obliges.
You have to believe me, I have to go.
Bullshit! I am the captain of this ship. I say where it has to go. And believe me, this ship will go to hell long before I let you take it anywhere.
He can take mine.
Morpheus is surprised. He couldn't understand why Niobe is still helping them, even after the prophecy was revealed to be a lie, after Morpheus was proven wrong.
2 ships, 2 directions. Sounds like Providence, doesn't it, Morpheus?
You've never believed in the one.
I still don't.
Then why are you doing this?
I believe in him.
Thank you.
Niobe's character arc has changed. She didn't believe in the Oracle's prophecy, but somehow she believes in Neo. The use of the word providence is important, which by definition is the intervention of some deity or superior being. Niobe has agreed to have faith based on her emotions. She is following what the Oracle told her. Niobe is following her heart. She gave up on the logical strategy to use all remaining ships in the defense of Zion. She chose the irrational option, betting everything on Neo's hunch because of the love she feels for Morpheus and her newly found belief in Neo, not as a savior or the one, but as the man who can change everything. Niobe is one of the most rational and intelligent red pills, but in the end, her emotions got the better of her. She made a risky and irrational decision that ultimately paid off. For the Oracle, Niobe gave Neo the only chance he had left to fulfill the Oracle's plan. Love was once again being used to fighting the machines, hitting them in their blind spot, if you will. An unpredictable maneuver. After Neo saves everyone, Niobe and Morpheus hold each other.
Neo, wherever you are. Thank you.
Niobe is giving thanks to Neo for saving Zion, but she could also be giving thanks because Neo brought Morpheus back to her. Now we don't know the circumstances behind Niobe's return in Matrix 4. She could still be a cynical and rational person, but open to opinions that could be considered irrational. Maybe Matrix 4 will reveal what became of Morpheus and Niobe's relationship after Revolutions, if they stayed together or not, and if they had any children. Niobe and Ghost share a lot in common. They both had to sacrifice much for the Oracle's plan to be fulfilled. But do you agree? What do you think about Niobe and Morpheus' relationship and how the Oracle again used love to win the war? For Matrix Explained, please leave a like and subscribe. And thank you for visiting the Desert of the Real.